All right, welcome to Colton RV. My name is Matt Smith here. I'm one of the sales associates here at Colton. Today we're going to be going over one of our buy now and take home now camper. So this is the 2019 Forester. It's a 24 foot, so it's a 241 model. It's a couples coach on this one. It's got a great floor plan, front entertainment. You got a dinette slide, you got a bed slide in this. This is on a Ford chassis with a V10 Triton engine. So you can even pull a car behind here, no problem at all. If we go around, you'll notice the front cap is a full fiberglass front cap on this. So this camp is prepped, ready to go. The only thing we're gonna have to do is detail this so you can come in and take it home the same day. So when you go around, you're gonna see it's got the nice bigger camper mirrors on this. This comes from a company that's up in Canada. It's called Canada Dream. They are a rental company up there that they have multiple service centers there. This camper, not only do they service it a lot, they detail it, they make sure everything's ready to go. When they ship this over to us, they already had all the prep work. We have all the service records, like I said, on this. So when you do buy it, we can prove out the history and how well these are maintained. They also order these with a little bit thicker insulation on the sides. So most campers are gonna be 1.5 inch, 1 1/4, 1.5. The sidewalls on this is going to be 2 inches wide, and they use a styrofoam board and insulation boards, so that way they don't sink after a time hitting the bumps going down the road, so it won't settle and you won't get gaps in between your windows, which is really nice. It's going to maintain your temperature inside, so if you're in hot weather, the AC keeps it nice and cold, and if you're in a cold weather, it's going to be maintaining the heat in there. They all will come with generators, so you'll notice here, you got your generator here. It's an Owens 4000. It runs off of your gasoline, so that way you can fill your tank up and you can run a long time if you want to boondock, dry camp, anywhere in the country. So as you're doing here, you got your key, lock, storage compartment. It's more of a Lexan material. You can wash this out and don't have to worry about any dry rotting or any rotting going on in the cargo bays, so your stuff doesn't fall out as you're driving down the road. And then over here, you got another cargo bay. Let's open this one up. So this is gonna be underneath the dinette. So you can tell that these seat belts are nice and anchored here, but you still got access underneath the dinette, and put some stuff out here for when you get to the campground and set your campground up. Over here is another, like how we lock everything here. Another storage compartment there. This right here, this Furrion TV connection, this is if you want to put a satellite dish on, you can put it here, put a portable satellite dish out on a tripod. That way if you park under trees, you can put that satellite dish anywhere you want it. Fuel station here, so you can fill up there just like at any normal gas station. And this is your dump station here. So what you got here is when you dump your tanks, you take this out, put it in the septic system. And when you dump your tanks, the first thing you want to do is pull your black tank. That's your toilet. So when you're dumping your toilet, this right here is your black tank flush. So you put the hose in there and it'll flush your tank as it's draining. Get all the toilet paper, everything out there. When everything's coming out nice and clean, you can see it coming out. Then you can close your black tank or turn the water off, let it finish draining, and then you close it and then you pull your gray tank. Your gray tank is all your soapy water from your sinks and your shower. So that'll help rinse your hose out too once you're done. So when you put it away, it doesn't stink the next time you use it. So that's a great feature for you to have when you're out camping. Makes it nice and simple. Here's your city water connection. City water, so that's when the campground has hookups there. You put the hose in here, you pressurize your water system just by the city water. Your fresh water tank is this one here, so you can fill this up by just taking it, stick a garden hose in there, fill it up until it starts coming out of the bubbler, and when it starts coming out of there, you know your fresh tank is full. Then you'll run your water pump to pressurize your camper, so you can stop anywhere. If you need to make a pit stop while you're driving down south or something like that, then you'll have that water inside there. Just turn the water pump on and you can take a shower, go to the bathroom, or wash your hands. Then your last bay in the back here, this is where your 30 amp plug is. So the plug will actually come through this right here, so you can close your door, so if you can pan in there. So you run that through there, that way it's out of the way. You can close the door while you're camping. But again, nice material, and they do have plugs in them, so you can actually rinse this compartment out with a hose and clean it up. As we go through the back, right now the slides are closed. I'll demo when we open the slides, but the slides are closed, but they do have slide top awnings on them. So those awnings will cover the top of the slides to protect it. So that way, all the material, if you're under a tree, the leaves, pine needles and stuff won't get on top of your slide and ruin your seals when you run them in and out. And then you got a nice big size bumper on this with a hitch. So you could pull, I believe this is a 7,500 pound hitch on this one. You got your 7-way plug. So you can actually hook up a car or trailer on this and be able to tow. Your, this is the jack area where you can crank down your spare tire if you ever needed to change a tire on it. And then you got your nice fiberglass cap in the back. It is a fiberglass roof on this too, so no rubber material, so it's going to be stronger, durable. You still got to maintain your seals, but the roof's going to be well protected on this. You have your big awning on this one. LED lights, we'll run that out in a second. We'll go through the rest of the compartments here. So you got another compartment door here. Nice size storage, getting some chairs and stuff like that in there. And another compartment here. You got your manual crank for that. That's for if your slide breaks or your awning won't go in, that's your manual backup. Everything on this is power. So the only time you're really gonna need that is if something breaks on you. So you have a manual way of backing yourself up and still be able to continue camping. So what we have here is your propane. So this is where you're going to pull up to the propane fill stations. You can go pretty much anywhere, recreation warehouse, any station that has a fill. You pull up, they're going to pull cover here, they're going to fill you up. There's your fuel gauge right there. So this will tell you how much you have in there once you open up your valves. All right. And basically fill it up nice easy where you don't have to stress about carrying a propane tank around and getting it filled. You got your hot water tank here. This is a 6-gallon hot water tank. So it's propane electric, so it's got a fast recovery. So that way if you're taking back-to-back showers, it'll recover because it's such a smaller tank, it heats up a lot quicker for you. Then you got your another storage compartment here. Again, with this Lexan plastic type of material, it's going to last a lot longer, not rot on you, so you're not having anything rolling down the streets. Your plugs, this is where you can put a TV hookup here from the antenna outside, and then you can put a 12-volt if you want, but you also have 110 plugs here too. So to explain a little bit about 110 plugs, so that's going to be when you're plugged in the shoreline. Or running your generator. So while you're running your generator, it'll keep your plugs rolling. And if you turn it off, then of course you won't have the access to those unless you're running your or plugged into shoreline. When you go inside this, you're going to see, first of all, your push button for your awning is right here. So you can see the awning go out. Nice LED lights underneath, and you got your outside porch light too. So we'll let this run out here and I'll show you how the awning works before we go inside. As you can see, nice big awning. You got the flap out there, so when that flap comes straight down, you know you're out all the way. So one of the features of the awning is you can actually pitch it by just pulling this arm down, and you can see how low this will come. So if you're raining outside, the rain will deflect on one side and be able to dump, so that way you're not getting a lot of rain caught up there. But it also has the shock, and the shock, what it does is if you get 20, 30 pounds of water up there, it'll self-dump itself. So you'll notice how this will come down. That way it won't rip away from your camper, and then you have a bad awning and you have to bring it in to get the awning replaced. You have a shock on the door, so this is going to help it from blowing shut a lot, and it'll keep it open. And a lot of people don't realize there are screen doors here, so if you don't want to run your AC, you want to open up all your windows, you got your screen door here, so that way you open all your windows, no bugs are coming in. One thing that you need to know, once you come in here, you'll be able to see there's some light controls here, and there's on-off button here for the battery. So if you turn this off, you notice all the lights turned off. Come on in, I'll show you what I'm doing. So right here is your battery disconnect. So you turn this on, all your lights will turn on, it's running your battery. When you turn it off, then it cuts everything, so that way if you're done camping for a couple days or a week or so, it won't kill your battery, so the next time you go out, you still have battery life to be able to go. The other thing you got on these is what they do is they added solar panels to all their campers. So this is trickle charging your battery at all times. So you're going to have a nice 12.6 volt right now. So this has got enough charge in here to run, to keep everything running inside your camper, so you can keep going and going. So if you have any leaks for propane, you'll see propane gas here. First thing you're going to want to do, turn all your propane off, and then go through and see if you left something on, like your stove or something like that just didn't light, and go through and safety check everything, so that way you're not going to have an issue inside your camper. We'll go through here. If you want to come on in. We'll kind of show you, this is travel mode. So we do have two slides on this. So you got a bed slide and a dinette slide. So this is in right now, so that way you could see you have passengers with seatbelts all around the U-shaped dinette. You got your cab up front where you have the seatbelts there. So you can ride like 5-6 people in here comfortably. All of them have seatbelts on. What I'm going to do is show you how you open up your slides. The vehicle needs to be running on this one, and the emergency brake needs to be down. I'll turn the engine on, and now I can come over here for your bed slide. So your control's right here, and you just hit the out button, and it's going to go out. The bed is two half-piece mattresses on it, so when it goes out, you're just going to push the mattress down. It'll lay nice and flat for you while you're sleeping in it. You got a privacy curtain here, so this will come all the way across. So if you have somebody sleeping on the U-shaped dinette here, they'll be able to have their own privacy. So on your slide control is all right here for your main slide for the U-shaped dinette. So all you do is you're going to hit out button, and you'll notice that this slide will go out. When you're running your slides, you want the engine running, or your generator on, or you're going to be plugged into Shoreline. The reason for that is you have different motors on the slide. So one motor, if it's under 12 volt, one motor might run faster than the other. So what we get is when we have service issues on slides, it's because you ran it under 12 volt. One motor ran faster than the other, and the slide got kinked. So always have the engine on like I have now, or your generator running, or you're plugged into Shoreline. On the U-shaped dinette, you got your storage compartments, drawers here, which is really nice to have. Instead of having to pick up the cushion all the time, you got yourself a drawer there. And all you got to do on the U-shaped dinette is pull this out, unscrew this, pull that out, and you can put this underneath here, and then this will slide underneath the area here. And then you're just going to pull your cushions down. Oh, this one usually goes in the middle. And now you got yourself a bed. So you can even take these off if you want to also, and have your longer bed on this one. This has a child anchor on this one, so that way you can anchor a child seat and be able to anchor it down so you're nice safe driving down the road. On your kitchen, you got your solid surface counter. This is pretty neat. That's where your trash can is. And the door's on the other side, so you can empty it. You got two stainless steel sinks with a residential faucet, which that's an upgrade on the Canada Dream units. All LED lights inside the camper, so these are not hot to touch. We've had these on for a long time. No discoloring going around on your roof, and they're brighter, and they're only 12 volts, so it runs off 12 volt for a long time. Above you is a max air vent. So that's going to help get this camper nice and cool. You can turn your AC on, and that's going to suck all the hot air out of here. So it'll cool off faster and be comfortable a lot quicker. 3-burner stovetop. You got the burner controls here, your oven. All right. And then there is a drawer underneath here. This is an access panel that we're going to put back on here, but it's access to your vents and stuff like that. And then there's some storage underneath the sink there. So you can put your soaps and sponges and stuff like that. And then you have even the 3 drawers here for silverware, utensils, and all that. Plugs right here. So if you want to put a Keurig or a coffee maker, you can. And then there's another plug underneath here too, so you could put something over here too. You got even more storage above the microwave. So a nice size microwave in a smaller unit like this. Hood range, and you got even a fan on this too. And then propane electric fridge. So this fridge will run on propane. So if you're boondocking, you don't have to actually be plugged in. The fridge will work off the propane, and the way that works is this is auto. So if you put this in auto, and right now it's checking, right now the propane's off, so it will actually beep at us after a while. It tries to light it, and it'll say, nope, no propane, and it'll give you an audible sound, so you got to make sure your propane's open on that. Your AC controls are right here, and we saw that your vent there, and then you got all your sections of lights here. The neat part is back here is your toilet's separate from the actual shower area. So you got this, and this door, it's got a safety latch, plus this is a lock. So this is a glide door, and it locks in place there. And you even got towel racks here. And you can put another 12-volt TV back here if you wanted to across from the bed. So you can mount a smaller TV here. You notice the vents and the floors, or vents for the heat is down low. So it's not actually in the floor. So not cutting the extra floor, the floor open, creating soft spots on the floor. So this will keep it nice and, the floor nice and solid, so you're not stepping in grates on the floor. Back here, oh my gosh, look at all the room. So you can come back here, you got more closet space here, drawers. You even got even more hanging space over here. You get creative, you probably can do washer and dryer in this one. Nice size sink, and then the shower. I'm 5'10", so I fit pretty good in here. And then the shower door closes. Now for first time buyers, I recommend learning a little bit about showers and tanks and everything else, because these tanks can actually fill pretty quick if you're taking long showers. So when you're taking a shower, you got your wand here. This will turn on and off the water pressure. So you can set your water to what you like, and then you click it off. So you're gonna rinse, lather up, and then rinse. That way you don't fill your tanks up. So that's the best way of taking a shower, an RV shower, if you really want to put it that way. You still got a nice medicine cabinet in here. And again, these are solid surface counters. They're not plastic. So these are gonna last a long time with nice residential faucets on them. You got a GFI plug in the bathroom, so that way, you can hair dryers and stuff like that. I'm going to go back because I didn't talk about the entertainment center yet. So you got areas for cubby holes for if you want to bring DVDs, books, games, and then a TV. There is another model, but this is the one that's ready to go. But there is another 24-foot like this one that's got 2 beds on it. So it's an extended cap on it, and a bed on each side, and the ladder comes down the middle. You do have an extended counter on these too. So these give you more counter space here while you're working and prepping meals for yourself. So going through the control panels and the radio, so your radio controls are right here, and then your panel up here. This is your hot water, so that's that gas electric I was talking about. Your water pump. And this Arctic package is for tank heaters. So if you're cold weather camping, this is 12-volt blankets on the tanks that will warm them up. Your living room lights or kitchen lights. This is your voltage of your battery right now. And then this is how you start your generator. You would prep it by holding the stop button till that red light goes on. And then you would hold it and start the generator up. Generator takes a few seconds, primes itself, gets it running, and then it'll start feeding power to the camper. When the microwave turns on, that's when you know you have power inside the camper. If there's any questions, feel free to give us a call here. Our number here is 716-694-0188. Give us a call. ask questions. These are, again, this is ready to go, just detail ready to go for you, and get you on the road. Again, my name's Matt Smith here at Colton RV. Thanks for viewing our video.